Hello, my dear students of class 10th. Dear students, today this digital video will help you to solve the question answers that is taken from the different source. And in the beginning of the class, you have asked the question about the uh, some about the transportation in human, but that will be solved out after these questions. My dear student, the first question is, what are the enzymes? What are the enzymes? And name any one enzyme of our digestive system and write its function. So dear students, the enzymes are the biological catalyst. Now let us see what are the catalysts. The catalysts are the substance which initiate or increase the chemical reactions. In the chemistry, in the chemical language, you can see this, that the enzymes are these catalysts are the factor which increase the chemical reaction. Now what are the biological catalysts? The biological catalysts are the enzymes which are proteins mainly, and they increase the biochemical reactions in the body. And not only this, without being used up, मतलब कि इसका यूज नहीं होता है, ये एज इट इज रहता है, बट ये सब्सटेंस का ब्रेक डाउन कर देता है. जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल एमाइलेज, सपोज देयर इज एमाइलेज एंड दैट इज एन एंजाइम विच इज हैविंग दिस शेप. सपोज दिस इज द एंजाइम एमाइलेज and this is having this type of shape. So how it bind the substance? It bind the substance like this, lock and key system. It will bind the substance in the lock and key system, and finally you are looking the bounded structure of substance. This is S and this is E, enzyme. So this enzyme will be able to break this substance. So substance will be the breakdown of the substance takes place with the help of this enzyme, and after the breakdown of the substance, this substance will be in the simpler form. It will get break into 3 parts, so it will be simpler. But this enzyme, there will be no used up of this enzyme in this reaction. For example, the amylase catalyzes the breakdown of starch into the sugars in the mouth and small intestine. So students, you have seen this action of the enzyme on the starch, action of amylase on the starch, which this amylase can be considered as enzyme. Therefore this enzyme will act as the biological catalyst like this, and it will act in the lock and key system. Suppose this is a key, then it will search the lock of substance like this that will fit into it, and the breakdown of the substance takes place with the help of this enzyme. Therefore students, this is the explanation of this question, that what are the enzyme. And now see now see next question, and that question will be the that question will be the like this, question number 2. Dear students, write the balanced chemical equation for the process of photosynthesis. when do the desert plants take up carbon dioxide and perform photosynthesis? The answer of this question is that the photosynthesis can be represented using a chemical equation, and the overall balanced equation is 6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of light energy. 1 molecule of carbohydrate formation takes place, and 6 molecule of water and 6 molecule of oxygen. So student, this is the balance equation. Earlier it was considered as the 6 molecule of carbon dioxide and 6 molecule of water was involved in the process of photosynthesis. But as per the modern theory of the photosynthesis, there will be the utilization of this 12H2O, because water get released through transpiration, that is a 6 molecule. So this is the balanced equation of the photosynthesis. Now dear students, come to this point that the desert plants open up their stomata during night and take in CO2. My dear students, as you know, the desert plants are found in the warmer areas, warmer deserts, and they are not able to survive in the higher temperature if they have the leaf. So their leaves get modified into the spines due to the preservation of the water inside the plant body, and mainly the photosynthesis takes place with the help of their stem. So students, the stem perform the process of photosynthesis in which the at daytime the stomata get closed, because this plant has to preserve the water in the daytime because of the hot temperature surrounding the plant. So stomata remain closed during the daytime and to prevent the loss of water by transpiration. They store the carbon dioxide in the night time when the stomata get open, and further in the daytime when the stomata get closed, then there will be the photosynthesis in the presence of carbon dioxide, which gets stored in the night time when stomata get open, and the process of photosynthesis further by the stored carbon dioxide in the daytime. What you have looking the equation over here. So student, this is the complete explanation of this question number 2. And now come to the question number 3. In single celled organism, diffusion is sufficient to meet all their requirements of food, exchange of gases, or removal of wastes, but it is not a case of the multicellular, not in the case of the multicellular organisms. So explain the reason for this difference. So students, the single cell organism diffusion is sufficient to meet their all the requirement of food, exchange gases, removal of waste, etc., because they directly open into having the contact with the outer atmosphere. But in multicellular organism, the rate of the absorption and diffusion becomes very less, because all cells are not in the direct contact with the atmosphere. Therefore, multicellular organisms require greater amount of oxygen to sustain life process, which cannot be fulfilled by the process of diffusion. So therefore, student, the multicellular organisms, they have the structure, and structure somehow is that their cells don't have the direct contact with the external environment, and they put themselves through a system to the external environment. Therefore, they require the systemic absorption or systemic diffusion which will be the sufficient for their meet of the requirement, like oxygen requirement, excretory requirement like carbon dioxide and metabolic wastes, and other things, food, that the food metabolism, etc. So only because the single cell they have the contact with the atmosphere and they are having very less requirement, while multicellular having the great requirement. So they will not have their single cell contact with the outer surrounding atmosphere. So this is the reason that the difference between the unicellular and multicellular organisms. Now students, come to the next, that is the next question. This is the for what purpose this excretory system is designed in the human body, and draw the level diagram of the excretory system. So my dear students, while explaining this question, first of all you have to draw the excretory system. Dear students, here you are looking a pair of renal artery and renal veins which are entering into the left and right kidney. So a pair of kidneys are there and a pair of blood vessels are there, a renal vein and renal artery. They are entering into a pair of kidneys on the both side, and a pair of ureters, they are coming out from each kidney and they get unite together at the urinary bladder. In the urinary bladder they get open, and urinary bladder further open by a common opening, that is called urethra, through the outside of the body. So this is the well designed diagram of the excretory system of human. And now dear student, the purpose of this excretory system is to remove the waste from the body. That is for the removal of the waste from the body. So students, you have to take it into the consideration so that you will be enough to reply the answer of this question. Dear student, come to the next question, that state the role of the following in human digestive system. Dear students, the human digestive system, in the human digestive system, digestive enzyme and hydrochloric acid. Then third one, that is the bile. What will be the role of the bile into it? So three items that has to be explained here over here in the answering of this question. Dear student, the digestive enzymes, which are catalyst, and food need to be broken into their small and simpler molecules like carbohydrate or starch. When it get into the simpler molecule like fructose, maltose, sucrose, ribose, etc., lactose, then they will be able to absorb into the bloodstream. Otherwise no. So however, the physical breakdown of the food is not enough. Only the physical breakdown of the food is not enough. There will be the requirement of the chemical breakdown of the food, which is done by these digestive enzymes. So enzyme act as a catalyst and they perform the function of the chemical breakdown of the food for their further absorption and to speeding up the digestive process. Dear students, further the hydrochloric acid, that is the HCl, that get produced by the stomach cells of the stomach wall, and these are produced by the parietal cells that are present in the stomach wall. So how they will produce, let us see the structure of the stomach wall. So if this is the stomach wall, then there will be the cells like parietal cells, and they will produce the HCl into the lumen into the stomach, and this HCl helps to kill the germs which might have come along with the food that is coming inside it. Therefore, the role of the hydrochloric acid to preserve the food from the bacteria and other pathogens for at least 3 to 4 hours during the peristaltic movement of the stomach, during the crushing and digestion of food takes place into the stomach. So students, these are the few questions that is taken into the account, and these will provide the benefit to you for the preparation of your chapter first, that is the life process. Furthermore, dear student, in the next video you will be able to learn about the MCQ questions, short answer questions, true, false, and so on. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.